Hi everyone, I'm Ric Blackwell for the Education Network and WXEL TV, PBS for the Palm Beaches. This is Good Sports, the best in Palm Beach County School District sports, arts, and academics. I'm on the campus of Boca Raton High School. I'm on the great football field they have over here at Boca High. Great field, great team. This year, the Bobcats are undefeated thanks to a second-year head coach, Ric Davis, who expects a lot out of these young men. There is a lot of smiling going on at Boca Raton High School. Quarterback Philip Santiago in a good mood, and why not? The senior has led the Bobcats to a 7-0 overall record. But Philip knows there are some tough games ahead. The Bobcats have another 7-0 team on the schedule in 2 weeks, the Atlantic Eagles. That game could decide a district title, so there is a lot of work to be done.
Break it down. Let's have a great practice day, focus, and let's handle this business. All right, let's break it down, baby. Let's break it down.
Bring it down, bring it down. Hey, hard work on three, hard work on three. 1, 2, 3, hard work.
The players say hard work has been the key to the turnaround. Boca Raton has not had a winning season since 2009. And Bobcat players dedicated themselves to this season at the end of last year. They've been running and lifting in the weight room. That's why their success in 2015 is not that big of a surprise.
Well, I expected us being pretty good than last year because the conditioning and having a better work ethic and playing together as a team. So I seen a pretty good season coming up.
Set, go.
Boca head coach Ric Davis
Set.
gets involved in practice.
Good.
He's enjoying his second season on the sidelines. Coach Davis preaches discipline, hard work, and everyone getting on the same page.
We're playing together. Together we will. That's the motto.
Ric Davis's second year here as the head coach at Boca Raton High School, off to a fantastic start, undefeated coach. Boy, the players are crediting you for really the change in culture and the change in atmosphere. What are you trying to instill in these young men?
Well, that's exactly. I'm trying to teach young boys how to become young men. Some of them seniors are going to be on their own next year. Some are going to turn 18. They're going to go off to school, go out to the military, go out in the work world, and they got teaching accountability, teamwork, being able to respect the other person, all those things that evolve in life skills.
You guys have had a lot of success, obviously, with the undefeated record. What have been some of the keys? You have talented kids, but what are some of the reasons why you guys are undefeated?
Well, it's really, the football has been taking care of itself, Rick. It's been more of the things I just mentioned. It was zero tolerance to nonsense. I cut out the bad eggs or the cancer, if you will, that didn't want to be here, that didn't want to be a part of something special, that they want to commit to it for whatever excuses they had. Then it was accountability. You have to show up to practice, you got to show up to class, you got to turn in your class assignments, you can't get referrals, can't be getting detentions, things that, in the real world, you show up to a job late, you may get fired, you don't come in, call in to work, you don't let anyone know. You get kids that won't show up to practice and won't let you know. They may have somewhat of a legitimate reason, but if they didn't let me know, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Accountability.
Congratulations again. Nice talking to you today.
Thank you, Rick.
Good to see you.
All right.
Philip Santiago is the quarterback over here at Boca Raton High School. First of all, congratulations on this great start. What's been the key? Why are you guys having so much fun out there, and why have you been so successful?
I think it's just the work ethic out here. We've been coming together a lot. We've been working hard all summer, now all year, every week to prepare for the next team coming up. And it's just been work ethic. We've been working really hard this year.
You've been the quarterback halfway through your sophomore season. What's been the difference from your sophomore year to your senior year? Have you noticed like a change of culture out here?
I mean, the last few years we've had a change in coach every year, so no one's been able to get used to it. But these last 2 years we've had the same coach, so we've been growing a lot together. We've been learning offense. We don't have to change offenses like the last few years. And this year we've been growing together. Been good. You know what?
You had that long run last week, and I know you like to throw the ball as well. Describe your play at quarterback. What kind of QB are you?
I mean, I'm fast, so I think I'm more of a runner, but I still have a good arm, so I just try to balance it out.
And obviously all eyes are on the quarterback. Do you try to be a leader out there, or are you just one of those guys that just likes to play the game?
I try to be a leader because, every team, they need their leadership out there. Without a leader, it's just a bunch of people running around. So I try to lead the team in the right direction, and I still love having, I have fun out there too.
What's it going to take for you guys to go through this whole schedule undefeated and for you to be carrying that state championship trophy?
It's going to take a lot of leadership, a lot of good coaches, which we have. We have great coaches, and just playing together we will, working hard.
Are you having fun?
Yeah.
All right, Philip Santiago, wish you all the best. Congratulations on your great start.
All right, thank you.
And now I'm at the Palm Beach County Convention Center in West Palm Beach. The Palm Beach County School System partnering up with 4 other local agencies to put on the What Works Summit. They are 400 educators getting educated. School district administrators, principals, teachers, along with elected officials, policymakers, and other professionals who deal with kids on a daily basis. They all have one goal: improving the lives of young people in our area. That's why they came together for this summit called What Works.
This is really where the rubber meets the road. This is where things come together.
Dr. Dean Fixon is a senior scientist at the University of North Carolina. His specialty, implementation, turning research into real-world solutions.
Did we teach them what they needed to know?
Innovation comes into focus thanks to the speakers at this summit. The one-day event features 15 experts who flew in from around the country to help change the way we work with kids. Everyone here wants to make a difference. Now they are better prepared to help children.
You know, there are a lot of people that are very well intended and want to do a lot of good things for our students and the county, but we have to pool those resources together and make sure that we're working smart.
The What Works Summit is a partnership of 5 agencies, including the Palm Beach County School District and the Children's Services Council. Lisa Williams-Taylor is the CEO of the CSC. Got a great group inside there, some really effective speakers. What do you hope the people get as they're listening to these speakers and really take in the day?
Well, I'm really hoping that we come together as a strong community and really think about what we need to do to work better together, to collaborate and partner better together so that we can improve the lives for our children and families in this community.
You know, is there really everything is fair game? It's like thinking outside the box and trying to really do what's best for our kids?
Absolutely, because we have a lot of good work that's happening. A lot of it's not working together and collaborating so that it's not as effective and efficient as we need it to be. And we know that there's just things that we're not implementing in this county that we need to be so that we improve outcomes.
What do you hope those talented people inside, when they go home tonight and they sort of reflect on their day, what are the 2 or 3 things that you hope they kind of take with them?
I really hope that they think about their own programs, what they're doing, how they can, there's always room for improvement in everything that we do, and really thinking outside the box, as you mentioned, but also what ways can we do things differently? We know that, again, we're not moving the needle as far as we need to, so how can we work together to be more effective and efficient? And then really thinking about what they're doing internally to move along that, what we talked about earlier, that continuum of evidence. So some people are collecting some data, some people aren't collecting any data. How do we do that so that we know what's working and what's not working, so that we're using our funds the best way we can?
And the bottom line, the common thread, everybody inside that ballroom really cares about the kids in Palm Beach County.
Without a doubt. Everybody is committed to changing the lives of our children in this community. Everybody has good hearts and everybody wants to do best. So it's all really us all coming together and figuring out how to do that more collaboratively.
All right, well, Lisa, you make a difference in our community every day and hopefully bigger and better things in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me.
I'm with Dr. Angela Bass from the Palm Beach County School System. Nice to see you.
Likewise.
Tell me about this morning session. How did it go? What are you getting out of it so far?
This morning session has been absolutely phenomenal. It has been a wonderful opportunity to be in the room with some of the leaders that we have that support the work of our children. Varied, exceptional professionals. We've listened to some of the greatest work in the field, and so it's just been wonderful to take that and try to process how do I take the information back to the work that I do within the school district for our children.
Well, I was going to ask you about that because there's some amazing studies and some great results around the country. What's the next step now for you as a leader?
I believe that the next step for me with the collaborative effort here in Palm Beach County is to just continue doing the work, continue to make sure that I'm a part of the holistic effort here in Palm Beach County and to make sure that I bring my part of the work to the table.
Well, I think it speaks to what you guys are trying to accomplish in Palm Beach County. It's just like leaving no stone unturned, trying to do your best for the kids. We know you do it on a daily basis. Dr. Best, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And now I'm at Westward Elementary School in West Palm Beach, where the children here are definitely thinking big. It's time to unveil another Carson reading room. Dr. Ben Carson, the neurosurgeon and now presidential candidate, whose foundation is definitely making a difference inside our local schools. The children at Westward Elementary expressing their joy over receiving a Ben Carson reading room at their school.
It's a small world.
Dr. Carson addressed the students on video.
But the rewards can be absolutely phenomenal.
His wife, Candy Carson, came to the West Palm Beach school to talk to the students directly about brain power.
Did you know that in 1 second, your brain can process 2 million bits of information? That's a lot. So it's very fast, and you can learn a lot.
The students are so appreciative of the work done by the Carson Scholars Fund and the donors who made this day possible. They made this pledge.
We will be responsible and treat the books with care. We will be respectful and make sure we use our manners there. We will be ready to learn because as we read each day, we are making our minds stronger, and that's the better way.
When the students walked into the reading room, they were wowed. They quickly grabbed books and started reading in the comfy chairs. Some of the girls relaxed in the tent and started reading. The reading room will be used by all the students at the school. It will provide them with a place where they can really enjoy reading. I've got Saisha Joseph and I've got Aaron Bailey. How you doing, guys?
Good.
Let me just first of all say that Aaron over here is going to be the next big reporter, anchor, videographer, whatever he wants to accomplish. Show him your one-man band news gathering equipment over here. What do you enjoy about being a reporter?
I just love to bring the news out and truth.
All right, Aaron, if you're going to bring the news out on the unveiling of the Carson Reading Room, give me a little bit of your story today. What's it going to entail?
It's going to talk about a lot about how Mr. Brooks and all the staff members for this really worked hard to get this done.
All right, and Saisha, how much do you love reading and how excited are you to have this room where you can kind of chill out and just kind of enjoy a good book?
I'm very excited about when they opened up the Ben Carson room, and when they opened up the Ben Carson room, I thought I was going to be one of the children that were going to be up on the show, and I was very excited.
You know, what do you love? There's some great touches here. There's the comfy chairs and there's the tent, but what are some of your favorite things about the Carson Reading Room?
The chairs, the books, and the tent.
All right. Well, you guys enjoy the Carson Reading Room, and I'm looking forward to seeing your news story on this as well. And it's been a great day over here at Westward Elementary. Thanks so much. I'm with Bobby Brooks. He is the principal over here at Westward Elementary School. In the background, the kids are thinking big. You even got in the tent. Is that going to be like your new office, you think?
It may be every now and then. I'm going to take some time in the tent. I may need that.
Can you get the big desk and the computer in there? That's to be seen. First of all, you got to love the smiles on the kids' faces today.
We're very excited. The kids are excited. It's been building up all week, the last 2 weeks, so we're very excited for the fruition of the reading room.
Why do you think the Carson Reading Room really lends itself to what you're trying to accomplish over here at Westward Elementary?
I believe having the type of environment where students will come into a room that's just filled with literacy-rich, print-rich information, having a nice comfort, leisurely reading. If students spend more time reading and enjoy reading, they'll become better readers.
And how did this all come about? Did you guys have a grant process? Did they sort of surprise you with it? Tell me how this all came about.
We were somewhat surprised. We heard about the grant that Alamanda received, and they approached Westward Elementary and asked if we'd be interested in a reading room. They shared the components of it, the process of it, and we went from there with the Palm Beach County Scholars Foundation, with Ben Carson Scholars from Palm Beach County.
All right, once again, it's just great seeing all the kids here really enjoying the reading room. Thanks a lot, Mr. Brooks. Great being at your school today.
Thank you, sir.
They are the smart students over at Westward Elementary School. They're in the second grade. How's it going, guys?
Good.
How did you guys find the chairs? Comfy? Was it a nice, relaxing atmosphere? You think it's a pretty cool place?
Yes.
All right, I want to ask you, favorite thing about the Carson Reading Room?
Books.
Books? How about you?
Books.
Books?
Books.
It's unanimous. Books over here at the Carson Reading Room, and congratulations, guys. Enjoy this. Have so much fun. Did you find one yet? Did you think of one?
The tent.
All right, the tent's pretty cool too. All right, guys, enjoy. Have a lot of fun with the Carson Reading Room.
Thank you.
On the same day as the opening at Westward Elementary, another Carson reading room opened up at Grove Park Elementary. At this ceremony, ROTC members at Palm Beach Gardens High School provided the color guard. Students recited the pledge.
And to the republic for which it stands.
These first graders sang "Hold a Dream in Your Heart."
Everybody dreams you see. Dreaming can be so good for you.
And third, fourth, and fifth graders showed off their drumming skills. Then came time to cut the ribbon on the reading room with the Eagle mascot and Principal Eric Gross.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Check out the faces of the students when they walked in and got their first look. Sharing that same enthusiasm, Candy Carson.
But the fire over there and the logs. Did you see the fire and the logs? Isn't it cool? Did you see them?
You can sense Mrs. Carson's passion. She loves helping children, and she loves the uniqueness of each room.
Climb on the alligator. You see? That is so cool. And the waterfall here. It's always exciting when you come to one of the reading room openings because kids are our future, you know that, and whenever you can get them engaged, you know, learning to love learning, it is so exciting. And these kids, you know the statistics, like of the kids that start high school, 20 to 30% across the board in America end up dropping out. That's almost a third of our population that's dragging the other 2/3 down because 80% of them are functionally illiterate. They can't fill out a job application. So that's why if we can catch these kids early on, you know, and get them really excited about learning and helping them to develop self-esteem, it is really cool. They become the best that they can be, and we're that much closer to the cure for cancer.
I know you are so involved in so many different charitable organizations, but why did you guys specifically look at reading and literacy in our country?
Our board members, we were sitting around at a board meeting once, and one of our board members, who is a former school teacher, but she and her husband have their own law firm now, but she was saying, you know, it seems like we should be able to capitalize on Sonia's idea about reading. And so we started working it around and tossing ideas about and came up with the reading rooms. And now we're at 132. We have, this is the fifth one in Florida. Sixth. Hold on a second. We opened one last week, which made it 4, so 2 today makes it 6. Yeah, it's really cool. And we, like I said, 132. We're in 17 states and Washington, D.C. We even have some in high schools because some high schoolers aren't reading on grade level. So, but these rooms will draw them in and give them the opportunity to develop themselves on their own, at their own pace, at their own rate, with their own materials and their own interests. It's just really cool.
The alligator, books, and murals, all paid for by donors. The children appreciate the kindness of everyone involved in this project.
A lot of our students, they don't necessarily have these books at home. So for them to come in after school, before school, during school, and be able to read is just very, very heartfelt, and I owe all my gratitude to the Carson Foundation.
Time now for your Friday Night Football highlights. Dwyer's Toddy Centeo, one of the best quarterbacks in the county. The QB injured. Toddy played last year at Palm Beach Central, and Toddy, one of the captains, meeting up with his old team. The Wildcats break the banner. They mean business. Devin Brown takes it to the outside for the score. The band dressed in pink for breast cancer awareness. Now, Toddy can't play, but he is fired up. His replacement is Eli Matthews. The short pass to Varick Davis, who goes 55 yards for the score, the 21-13 Panther lead. The Dwyer defense looks good, and so does the special teams. Matthews runs it in. Dwyer wins it 28-27. Suncoast and Fort Pierce Westwood play in a 3-team district. The winner of this game wins the district. Quarterback Matt Dane before the half to Leonard Wood, 14-10 Chargers. Matt Dane would score with 4 seconds left in the game to give Suncoast the 31-27 victory and their first district title in 13 years. Homecoming at Palm Beach Lakes, Quan Tompkins injured in a car accident as a child. Quan was the homecoming prince. May have seen the video of Quan at practice that went viral. And Juwan Williams, the king. Juwan, a senior, has cerebral palsy. What a great night at Palm Beach Lakes. Lakes did lose this game, though. Matt Gross to Matt Telfor. West Boca wins it 30-26. Forest Hill searching for a possible spot in the playoffs. They get the 40-6 victory over Olympic Heights. Forest Hill is 5-2. Atlantic High School keeps rolling over opponents, playing John I. Leonard. Lancers excited, but Shandarius Phillips for Atlantic to Samuel St. Cyrin. Samuel does the rest. Eagles win it 34-0. They're now 7-0. Head coach Eric Davis for Boca High entering the game 6-0. Philip Santiago calls his own number, gets to the 1-yard line. They score on the next play, and they beat Lake Worth 31-7. Wellington's Amon Richards, king of the field and the homecoming court. Blake Deaver finds Amon. 62 yards for Amon into the end zone. 28-28 late against Jupiter, but the Wolverines pulled away to win it 45-28. Palm Beach Central winless against Seminole Ridge, and the Hawks have just one victory. Seminole QB Michael Idianju connects with Shaquille Bussey. Michael would score a few plays later. Seminole Ridge gets their second victory of the year. Boynton Beach trying to make the playoffs against Boyd Anderson. Boynton Beach has no returning starters from last year, and Boyd Anderson dominates this game. The final is 39-6. Tough one for the Bengal Tigers at home. Now let's check out some tweets and posts from the Palm Beach County School District from Seminole Ridge High School. Congrats to the King and Queen, announced in a tweet, Jelani Marshall and Christine Shergan. Nobody likes graffiti, but hey, they're writing here on a poster board, so it's not too bad. And the students writing down the books they're reading. It's all about celebrating reading. The Suncoast cheerleaders posing with a couple of their fans. And the Charger cheerleaders also posted this picture at the homecoming parade. At Jupiter High School, a news conference this week. Their beautiful new field will be home to the Florida High School Athletic Association Championship Lacrosse Tournament. The top 4 teams for the boys and girls will compete at the end of April. Also at Jupiter High, it was senior night at the girls' volleyball game. The Warriors honored 3 of their stars along with their parents. And the Warriors paid tribute to the speech and debate team, which won several trophies at the Palm Beach Lakes tournament. At Jerry Thomas Elementary School, the students had the chance to ask the new school superintendent some questions. The tweet says, JTES Tigers rock. The Park Vista Band, they are so talented. They are grand champions at the John I. Leonard Jamboree. The Park Vista Key Club participated in the Buddy Walk to support people with Down syndrome. And showing their spirit, the Spanish River Sharks at their recent Spirit Rally. Forest Hill High School has a wonderful ROTC program. They did a great job at this recent event. And we've done several stories the last 2 years on Alamanda Elementary School and the work they do, keeping their students in great shape. The kids dressed in orange, they ran in the Ghost Run 5K in North Palm Beach. How about the homecoming festivities at Palm Beach Lakes High School? Great fun at the football game. The West Boca High School Drama Club with a fun event getting together at a local coffee house. At South Olive Elementary School, the students learned about firefighting from the West Palm Beach Fire Department. And a high five for the students at Boca Elementary School honoring their top math students. And now, here is a look at Binks Forest Elementary School. At Binks Forest Elementary School in Wellington, the motto is educating young minds for the challenges of tomorrow.
I just love the teachers and I love the campus. Everything's great about this school. I love it. It's awesome.
When you walk through Binks Forest, you immediately get inspired by the school's creativity. Behind every door on this journey, something special is happening inside. There's the science lab where students are testing a paper bridge. Here, 2 classes work together to learn about the world's greatest artists. Students then imitate the style of their favorite painters.
It's wonderful.
They love it.
They love it. And we love it.
Everyone seems to be in harmony.
Don't overblow, use warm, slow air.
How many music classes combine rap, recorders, and ridiculously fun dance moves? The key word is fun.
I love Binks because they make learning fun.
And that helps foster a love of learning. These 5th graders created a wax museum. Dressed in costumes, learning about historic figures required just a push of a button.
I am Benjamin Franklin.
The students also hear from guest speakers, including this Holocaust survivor.
They supplied kettle cars for us to return back to Poland.
At Binks Forest, you never know what you may encounter.
Then they hatch into a baby caterpillar.
And turning into princes and princesses are these 1st graders. The fairy tale ball is a tradition at Binks Forest. There are also special enrichment programs here, like the opportunity to learn sign language. And the students appreciate all these amazing opportunities.
I like Binks for a lot of reasons, but I'll narrow it down to a few. I love their projects. I also like how we read a book and then the person who wrote the book comes in and talks about the book.
On this day, author Harvey Oyer speaks to the children about his book series that features a Florida family in the late 1800s.
We're bringing the Florida history to life for them.
From looking back to the learning tools of the future, students use the latest technology every single day. In this class, everyone has an iPad to research a subject and then create a visual presentation. But what makes this school special are the teachers and administrators. You can tell they love the students, and they'll do just about anything to help them succeed in elementary school and beyond. The School District of Palm Beach County, your best choice. And that's going to do it for Good Sports. I want to thank the teachers, coaches, administrators, and students over here at Boca Raton High School. Always enjoy my visit when I come to Boca High. The reason I'm here today actually is because the principal, Dr. Jeff McKee, told me about these outstanding students through our email address. The email address is ric, R-I-C, at pbcgoodsports.com. Once again, that email address is ric, R-I-C, at pbcgoodsports.com. It's that easy. Drop me an email and I'll come to your school. And thank you so much for watching. To the student athletes inside the Palm Beach County school system, thanks for being good sports.